G'day guys, welcome back. Today we're back in Valheim. I haven't played the game for a little while, but I want to do a video on the automation that I've done in the game. I'm going to be jumping between a couple of worlds to show you some basic infrastructure compared to some more advanced infrastructure. If you like the video, please like and subscribe as usual. And we will start off with honey, and we'll work our way all the way through until we end up with the whole locks and barrel. So here we are in my main world, and we'll first look at automating honey. So of course everybody knows you need to find a honey bee, a queen bee, but not many people do know that you can put them this close together. When you first start playing this game, it will say that the bees are too close, but if you put them on a post like this, you can just go around and get this every couple of days. So as long as they're on a post, then the distance thing with them is not such a problem. So there's honey. You could keep going. You could go get another 20 of them if you wanted to look around the map, and you could just keep filling them out like that. So that's honey. Pretty basic stuff, but a very important resource that you should have. Next, we'll go into the magic stage and have a look at sap. So let's go do that. So once you finally get to the Mistlands, which is a pretty, I wouldn't say terrible, but it's a difficult biome because you need a light. It's very difficult to see. There's some pretty scary animals there, but there's something that you do need out of here to make magic, and that is the sap from the roots. You also need to get your Diverger sap collector. So you'll need to unlock that. You need to get that out of any of the dwarf castles. So what I've basically done is set up a bit of a route. Or if you're American, a route route. So a place where you can just every couple of days you can run through the Mistlands and pick up the sap that you need. Now I've got a bit of protection here so that I can't get attacked, but basically just go through. I've got another portal that goes to another route and a whole system where I just keep running straight through it, and I'll end up back at my base. I do have another one there on the right I could have went over to, but just to show you the idea. Now, of course, the portals are, they're a bit slower. Well, did I go through the right one? No, I've already collected in the last day or so. So, again, normally you would get 10 out of all this for each sap collector. You could also improve on it a little bit, and you could make it as though you build your mushrooms and all the things that you need from this biome. I could put another one here, but I have to transport another sap collector. So we started off at our base, we picked up 4 or 5 of them, and then we'll get to another one. Now by memory, I think this is, I've got to head this way. I said I haven't done this for a little bit. It is night time, it's pretty hard to see. I've got another one here somewhere. Yep. So we'll pick up all that. Is there any more? Okay, so I've also got my mage caps here, and I've also got my Juntan puffs or mushrooms. And now I will go back to my base. So basically I can do all my farming. Actually, I might just go back after we get there. We might just go back into here. So I started here, I've come out here. Just to show you where I am on the map, particularly with this farming, because the farming for this sort of stuff can be a little bit difficult. So here, if you can see, I'm right on the edge of the Ashlands and I'm right on the edge of the Mistlands. So basically nothing attacks me from the Ashlands, so it's pretty easy farming here, and basically nothing attacks me from the Mistlands. So it's a good place to set up all your magic mushrooms that you need. Actually, I think I might have had another diverger in that box that I could add in another one if I wanted to. But anyway, that's the general idea. And what did I get out of that? I got 28 sap. So from the honey and the sap, you can see how you can get going. So, alright, so that's our honey, that's our sap done. I'll go to bed so that we can do this in the daytime, and we'll come back with our next item. Alright guys, I did forget one. I forgot about royal jelly. So after you get into the Mistlands, you can also set up a bit of a farm to get your royal honey, I meant. So I basically, once you find one of these infected mines, I've destroyed this one. So once you find one of these seeker nests or whatever, I've taken away all the black metal and all the iron away from here. But at the bottom of it, you can build a portal, and it's safe. You do get some seekers that will come down to you, but we've got our infested mine here. Again, really dangerous place. I normally have my Staff of Embers on me, but I haven't got it at the moment. But that's the stuff we want. So there might be a chance that I'm going to die here, particularly with ticks. There's one, straight away. There's two tick. Alright, we're also farming this stuff. There's another one. So what we want is this stuff. It will, we'll go down and quickly get some. We're going to die. Let's get out of there. But anyway, that's the general idea, but it just shows you how bad it is in the infested mine. You get attacked by late level games. I'm up to level 2 ticks and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, the same mines that have royal jelly, they will actually come back every 4 days or something. 3 days, I think. Hey! Did that tick come through the thing on me? How the hell did he do that? Alright, so let's just go in and kill this seeker and then pick up some seeker meat while we're at it. We can't. So can we get rid of something? We don't need ooze. So there you go. We've got seeker meat. What? I just chucked out seeker meat. We don't need that crap then. Seeker meat. Okay, so we've added in our carapace, and we've also got clots. And if you just keep an eye on where all your royal jelly is, there's big rooms of it that also will respawn after a couple of days. So let's keep going and we'll go on to our next one. Alright, so I've logged into my other world. This one is a public server. So this one is a little bit more basic. So if you ever join a public server, you're basically under the pump straight away, because other people have been playing for a lot longer when you first join. So you will be attacked by seekers, you'll have events that go around you straight away, even though you don't have the technology, you don't have anything. But I will show you a quick spawner. So a spawner is when we get our, whatever they're called, those dwarf things, forest dwarfs or whatever. They give us stone, they give us resin, they give us dandelions, they also give us wood, which is things that you need. So I'll show you a really basic spawner, and then we'll go have a look at one that I've been working on for quite a while. So basically what you need to do is you need to catch 3 of these dudes, what are they called? Grey dwarfs. So you need to catch 3 of them away, and I think, yeah, okay, so this is the first pit that I caught them in. So once you catch 3 of them there, then basically you can start working underneath the spawner. Now I've been pretty lucky with this one. I haven't been attacked by any trolls. You'll see in the bigger one that I've actually built a wall all the way around, because the first 3 or 4 times I tried to make one of these, it got attacked by a troll. And they didn't attack me, they didn't attack the grey dwarfs, they actually attacked the spawner. So you can see here, basically you just dig out underneath the spawner, and then once these dudes are dead, they will respawn again. So this does a couple of things. It gives you all the stuff that you need, but it also means that you can upgrade your weapons pretty quickly. So if you pulled out, I don't know what I've got on me, I don't have a sword, I don't think. Oh, I do have a sword. So if I change back to that, and I bring out my sword, alright, so I can just sit here and pick up all the stuff that I need, and also pick up my experience with using a sword. So a really basic thing, you just need something that they can't get out of. I've got a couple of things set up here where I can just drop all my stuff off. You'll see in my more advanced one, I've done a hell of a lot more than this. But this is basically all you need. Alright, these guys are not going to be threatening you in late game, but it's always nice just to sit here and build up your sword strength, and also get all the stuff that you need. Where am I on the map? Again, I have not. Where am I here? So I'm right in the middle there, but yeah, I think this is more plain. Oh no, that's meadows. So I'm almost again right on the edge of something. Why there's no trolls around here, I'm not really sure. So they're the big guys that we want. We picked up grey dwarf eyes, so I forgot about that. We also get our resin, our wolf, and our wood and our stone. Okay, so let's go back and let's have a look at a better one, which you don't have to do anything. Okay, so here we are, we're now at my spawner that's in my main world, and this one is an automatic one. Now I tried a couple of different ways to get this thing to be automatic. Initially this was full of wolves, but they just kept dying. Even if I had star 1 wolves, I believe they're all star 1s. Oh no, they're just normal trash ones. So what I did is I went and got the puffer fish. Alright, so you can set it up with the holder and put the holders on there, and then the puffer fish will be on the walls, and I've still got a couple there. You can see one there. It's on an item stand. I don't have to worry about that because they end up destroying them anyway. You just sit here, go AFK, and these dudes will die. Now you do get poisoned, of course, but they will push the pufferfish to the side. I've got about 15 in here. If you keep chucking in, if I chucked in another 15, they would just be instantly killed. But I'm not doing anything here. I don't really want to go in there because if you hit something, you're going to hit your stone. But you can see that they can't attack me. They can't do anything. They'll just sit here. Alright. Now, you do have to block your wolves because the wolves want to come in here and jump in there and then they'll just die. Now, if you did want that, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want wolf meat, build them a little path. They will come in here, and every time that there's one of them will jump in. So not only are you picking up all the wood and all the things that you want, you can also get all the hide and the meat off the wolves as well. But anyway, you can see here that this is a bit more impressive. It's all covered except for above the spawner, of course. You can't cover the spawner. It has to be, well, you can cover it, but no, you've still got to have some opening above it, otherwise it won't work. This one, like I said, it's a little bit different because it is fully protected all the way around. There is a moat that goes all the way around because this is troll country. So you can also farm trolls here as well. So most times I come here, there'll be 2 trolls wandering around here somewhere. So if I need that, I can also get that. I've got my obliterator. So let's drop down. I've got my obliterator here. So if I want to, it's already full. Okay, so what do I do now? How do I use it? Place stacks. That's new. Oh, I've got to press that, don't I? Alright, so now I can obliterate all the crap that I don't want from here, and I can come in here and get the coal. Again, storage. You sit here for a little bit. You can start building, getting everything you need. It doesn't really take a lot of time. I've also got a farm here. So I've got carrots here or something and onions. I've also got a wolf breeder. But these are just the trash ones. I've never bought some over. Okay, so there's a good spawner. Like I said, 10-15 minutes of AFK on that spawner. You don't have to do anything. They never destroy the pufferfish, and you don't have to waste anything. Okay, let's go on to our next item. Alright, so as you just saw, our next item is our Surtling core and our coal. Alright, so basically what you need to do is you've got to get yourself into the swamp, and you just dig down around one of these vents and come back every now and again, basically. So we're picking up coal. Hey, please. Now, I was just about to say that. We can also use this as a leech farm. Alright, so we've got, I don't know how many leeches there, so we can kill them. I've got another one over here. I've seen people make like multiple ones. I don't think you have to go that far. This is basically enough. Just got to make sure that as soon as they spawn in water. You can eat something. Do I have any food on me? There's some honey. Anyway, I'll get some food. But as you can see, it's kind of basic stuff. I picked up 6 Surtling cores, so that's another 3 portals, and I picked up 31. And you just come here every, I don't know, whenever you want one, they'll be there. This is also a good little tip. Make sure you put your portals on top of your swamp, whatever these dungeons are. You put your portal up on the top there. There's nothing that can actually get you. Also, you don't really need a ladder. You can just jump up once you get the feather coat. So out of that one, we get our coal, we get our certain cores, and we can also get chains from the wrath. So I've built that one. If I go back there at night time, there's at least 2 wraths, so I'll get 2 chains out of that. And also I can use that as a leech farm. I've also got another leech farm, but not that I really need it anymore. But you still do need blood bags. So this one is a little island that I made right on the edge of the swamp. So I'm basically protected. There's nothing comes from behind me. So normally there's leeches here, so I can come down and kill a couple of leeches. If I need any of the Draga stuff, I can also kill these dudes over here. I don't have any. Oh, there we go. That's how long it's been since I've played this game. So if I need to make sausages, now I've never made a sausage farm yet. I just don't see the use in it. I should have eaten first. Anyway, oh, there's our leech. So we can just sit here and destroy this dude. There is a bit of, you know, shit that you have to do here. Like this is all protected. I've still got a debt over there that I haven't collected ever. I just don't want to build a boat. Good place to get the abomination. The abomination can't get me up here. So if I want to get him, I can drag him over and then kill him pretty easily. But there we go. That's another leech farm. Also a sausage farm if you want it. I have seen videos on people that do exactly the same as what you do for your spawner. They do it for the draugrs, and then you're good to go. Alright, let's go on to our next item. Okay, next one is a troll farm. So I do actually have a troll farm. So again, pick a place on the edge of a map. Make sure that you're protected. So I built protection around here, so when the troll comes over, he can't kill me. Alright, so he is there. Now, if I run around a bit, he'll also kill all the deer and stuff for me. There's a deer dead. He'll also kill all these guys. He'll also knock down the trees, which is fantastic. I wish there was some copper here. That'd be great, but we're right on the edge of the swamp. We can drag him in to the abomination, and he can kill the abomination for us. Here he is here. We can dispatch of him, and they will respawn every 3 days. Some tin there, I just didn't realise. But there's his little house. So he killed that deer for me. I've got Alright, so I've also got one of them. Not that you need too much of the dwarf, wherever the hell he went. Where did he go? Where did he disappear to? Oh yeah, okay. So he's going in there to kill everything. So let him go. He'll destroy all the trees, you'll get all your ancient bark, and then if you go in there and get an abomination and bring him out, the abomination will beat him, but they'll do a lot of damage to each other. So he's basically just farming for me. I don't even know what the hell he's getting everything for, but he is. Thanks, buddy. Alright, and then if I want to kill him, I get a bit of cash. All that sort of stuff. So there we go. There's a troll farm. Alright, so unfortunately farming is not automative in the game. which is a pain because it can be a pain to continue to get all the stuff that you need. It would be lovely if we could find or maybe tame a grey dwarf and then get them to do it for us. That would be a great addition to the game. I don't know how it would work, but anyway, we're back in my open world. As you can see, I've got a fully enclosed moat here, and this is my pig and my chicken breeder. So we'll go up and have a look at that, and then I'll take you to a better one, which is a separator. So not only do you get your eggs, you also get your feathers, you also get your chicken meat, and you don't have to do anything. We'll look at it quickly, a real quick basic one, but you can just see how quickly you can make these things. If you've got your spawner, you've got your wood. If you've got your wood, well then you can make any of this. Now generally when you start a game, you don't have to enclose any of these things until you get into a later game stage where you're getting attacked by the mobs. So I'm in late game, which means that I have to protect my animals with everything, because they will get attacked by mosquitoes, even though I'm in the meadow. So we'll just chuck some carrots for this pig. One of them just had a baby. We'll chuck out these carrots, and he should eat then. So what I've done here is I've set up a perimeter that I can just stand on. Now whether he's gonna eat that or not, it might be a little bit too... No, there we go, he did it. Anyway, let's have a look at our chickens. So we've got 4 chickens. You can have up to 8 chickens. The key to it, oh, I just picked up all their seed. The key to it is to make sure that they're standing on a 45 degree. I've built a little area here. Sometimes they jump on top of each other. They will jump out, but they can't get any further. I can just push them back in. Same thing here. This one's a little bit closer. You'll just have to work this one out yourself. So we want to half that. And we half shift. There we go. So we just want to throw it there, right on that edge. And then there. And they will continue to breed. There we go. 4's amazing. You don't need many more than 4. I actually tried to build a whole row both sides, but they've got to be a certain distance apart from each other. You could do it. You could have 100 of them. But I think it's 8 meters or 16 meters apart, something like that. So you could build 8 here and then have 16 meters, another 8, 16 meters, another 8, 16 meters, another 8. But that's a hell of a building. And remember, the chickens and both the pigs need to be 6 meters above the ground. So let's have a look at the basic structure. As you can see, it's a pretty basic thing that we've got going on here. We've just got some core wood stands. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 in the air. You don't have to go that high if you dig out, like I have. But if you're going to do all this, it's better just to make sure that you're definitely high enough. And a little chicken there. I don't know why that's in there. Alright, so if you have a look up here, it's a fair drop off. You can see the 45 degree here. The eggs will fall out of the chicken. There's been an update with the chickens that they fall directly underneath them. It hasn't affected this at all. The eggs will continue to drop. The pigs is exactly like everyone does. You just put in, there was another egg that just dropped then. Alright, so you got that little half-meter piece, and then you just push in the pigs, and they will continue to drop out piglets on that side. Now if you notice here, we've got warm eggs. That one will be cold, but this one will be warm. Okay, now the reason why they are warm is because I have a fire here. So I've got a fire here, it's underneath the structure, it's not getting wet, which means it'll stay on all the time, but most importantly, it's lower so that it doesn't actually suffocate our pigs or our chickens. If you have this fire too close to the top, they will actually die. So it's close between the wall so that all these eggs will turn into chicks, and then will have chickens running around. The pigs are pigs. They will just keep going. You just got to keep feeding them, and they'll do that forever. So there's a really basic structure. Yeah, I'm not too sure why I built all this. I could have not done that, but I think I had my fire in here initially. But what was happening was the smoke was going up here, and directly into the thing, and was killing the pigs and the chickens. So this is unnecessary, but anyway, it just gives them a little bit of protection here. Obviously an egg has fallen all the way over into there somehow. I don't know why there's a chicken stuck in there, but I don't really care. Anyway, so that's that one. Let's go back to the other world and let's have a look at what I've done there. Alrighty, so we are back in my main world. This is my main chicken and pig breeder. As you can see, it's well protected. Again, you get attacked by rats, and you get attacked by mosquitoes and everything because I'm late game. Not so much anymore, but anyway, we can go up and have a look. Exactly the same principle. I think I've only got 4 here. Yep, this is a little bit neater and a bit nicer. They actually don't have any food, so they're not going to produce anything. Do I have any seeds on me? Oop, I've got nothing on me. And then over this side, I've got 4 pigs. Okay, so exactly the same. They will just keep dropping out my piglets. These guys are a little bit different though. So the left side is for meat and feathers. The 2 on the right are separated in the machine downstairs. They just produce eggs. So let's go and have a look at that. But it's exactly the same principle. Okay, so here we are. We're at the base of our breeder. I might get a better look at it. Everything is enclosed in this one except for the piggies. So the piggies are there, but remember, you do have to protect them because the mosquitoes will try and kill them. Now there is an egg sitting up on top there, which will be an issue. Or I might have to try and get rid of it or leave it. Or not. Okay, so these pigs will just drop down. They come down here. It's within the 6 meters, no problems. Okay. Now, this one has a chute on it. So remember I said those right side ones, when they drop their egg drops on top of the chute and will come out here. The other ones are separated by a little bit so that I can easily come in. Well, I can't pick up anything. I've got chicken meat here. I've got, that one's full. I've got feathers. I've got some chicken meat here. So what happens with this is these ones are warm. So if we look up here, okay, so out of the way. So this one here is dropping the eggs straight down. That one there is hitting that and then running out the front. So these guys will be dropping eggs in here, turning into chicks, because there's another fire here, which is warming the eggs. That will then mean that they all turn into hens, And then slowly or surely they will walk out of here and land on the fire. So automatically I'm getting my chicken meat, I'm automatically getting feathers. When it fills up, sometimes they will jump out, like here's another one that's jumped out. A little thing like this will stop them. I don't really care, you can always go around and kill them. Sometimes the egg will sit on top here, the fire will warm the egg, we'll get a chick, we get something on this side, so there's definitely going to be some chickens over here. If I want to, I can chuck out food here. Do I have any carrots or something? We can throw that to the dogs. We can chuck that, chickens eat that. Chuck that for the wolves, they will start producing babies. Okay, so you can also breed out here, and it's something you don't have to worry about. So these are all 1-star wolves, so that will be our next thing. So that's our pigs, that's our chickens, and what you need to do to get them automatic. But let's go have a look at our wolves. Okay, wolf time. So exactly the same thing. All you're doing is keeping them fed. So we'll separate that, see if she eats them. And this dude, alright, she likes that. Now wolves can be a little bit problematic. You can see I've got 2 different types of stalls here. So this chick is good. Alright, so she always looks this way, she's always facing this way. The other dude, sometimes he faces the other way. And if he faces the other way when he has the baby gets stuck. It's not the end of the world, but it can be annoying. But he seems to be alright for the last 6 months, and including the new update. But sometimes you'll come back and he's looking the other way, even if he's got food there. So the idea of this is you can eat the wolf meat, and you used to be able to give the wolf meat back to them so that they can keep breeding. But basically what we're doing here is we're filling up our moat with wolves, Star 1 wolves. So anything that comes near the base now basically gets killed by these dudes. Getting your Star 1 wolves can be an issue. I was lucky. I was attacked by one while I was digging a hole, and it attacked me in the hole. So all I had to do was jump out of the hole, and it was already stuck. And I was actually in the forest, and it was right next to an ice biome, and it came out of nowhere. Normally you just get attacked by normal ones, but I got attacked by a Star 1 very early on in the game, which is great. I tamed it, then I put it on a ship and brought it back home. Putting it on a ship can be an issue. You'll have to look up some videos about how to do that, transporting wolves, and make sure you do it during the daytime, don't do it at night time, all that sort of stuff. So I was pretty lucky that way. So this is a really basic one. This was the first one that I built. Now I have a couple. So we'll go to, well, we did the spawner. Alright, we'll do that one quickly. The spawner's here. I've got so many portals that it's hard to keep up with. So here the initial idea was, like I said, was my spawner would be full of wolves. I haven't got Star 1 wolves here. So I worked out that it's not worth it. Maybe if I did, alright, but they're still here. Now again, you can see there's 2 different things going on here. Because if I didn't do it this way, this one would turn this way and it'd have babies out here. Now I had 4 in here and they wouldn't breed. So I just knocked them back to 2 and they were fine. But as long as I keep doing that, they will keep producing pups. But you can see this one, that's standing on that one log. If you could get both of them to do that, that would be a perfect arrangement because they can't fall through. But I think I remember taking that one out and the wolf fell through. So I had to do it like that. Sometimes it can be a bit glitchy. Anyway, so these dudes they're just here stuffing around. I don't feed them or anything. But like I said, if I wanted to, I could build some stairs up and I could get all my wolf meat here as well. Now we'll go have a look at a different one. This one was done 20 minutes tops. And just to show you what you can actually do, I think it is... No, this one, 1,000. So the idea here was to produce Star 1 wolves. Alright, well that's not it at all. Alright, I'll come back once I find the portal. Okay, I found the portal. So, stories continue. So initially, this is just near Yagluth. So the idea was to breed as many Star 1 wolves as I could. So I'm here, right on the edge of the map. Again, it's always good to be in between these things and breed up as many wolves as I can, take them over to Yagluth and let them do all the killing. I've got a video on it if you want to see how successful it was. Well, go and search that. Again, this was done super quickly. Now I've got 3 here. Well, they just had a baby then. And they're all producing. If I feed him, that one will produce as well. If I put in the 4th one, it doesn't work. So you can have 3. So if I feed this one and feed this one, that one will breed with that one will breed with that one. But if you put the 4th one in, they don't do it. Now again, I've been attacked a couple of times here by trolls. But you just got to be careful. If you do have an event, you just got to make sure that you're keeping this as safe as possible. But there you can see, that is thrown together in as quick as time as possible. No building anything, and they just whack up some of this, and yeah, really nothing here. Oh yeah, I was also using this for a farmland. But I'm kind of in a good position here where there's locks over there, deer, so sometimes I might come here and get 20 of them and they just run around and kill everything. But anyway, there's the new one. That's a really quick one. Like I said, this is just thrown together. Let's go have a look at one that's actually in the plains. Okay, so we are in the plains biome here. Now these 2 wolves are not going to look at me because I don't have any food. But if I chucked out their food here, they would automatically turn around and start breeding. Now, as you can see, cover everything because these guys are getting constantly attacked by mosquitoes. In fact, I need to make sure that I'm ready. So this is where I got my Star 1 wolf. I was actually building something else. I don't even know what the hell I was building here. I was digging this hole and I got attacked by a wolf out of nowhere. There's a mosquito up there. There's 2 of them. They will actively target these wolves. So I don't have any babies here at the moment. They've all been killed. Alright, so yeah. So the last baby to be born was cleaned up by a desquito. The desquitos will sit round here and try to kill these wolves. So that's why you need to protect them. Oh yeah, we've got a couple over here. So this is while I'm here. Alright, another trench. You got to keep the goblins out. I've taken over their goblin thing here. I've got a tar pit here. But whole different ball game in the plains because of the desquitos. Even with my lox farm here, these little boys, they can get killed pretty easily if we get attacked by them. So what I'm doing now is, they used to be separated, but what I've done is once they fall off here, they fall into the moat. They will also help protect the lox if they need to. And this is quite a good little setup because you also get all your black metal, you get all that sort of stuff. Now down here, well, we don't want that sucker in our. Well, let's see what happens. Alright, so our wolf just destroyed it. So there's some tar. Here's another one. So I drained this tar pit. So I drained the tar pit there. I got all the tar out of it. But they will keep respawning, the two of them. What happens? Alright, so those two wolves just cleaned up that tar. Now if I want to feed them, we can get their health back. But if you're working, like anytime you're working in an area like this, like if you're farming, they're fed, they'll keep producing more wolves. If there's tar, they'll come out every 5 minutes. They kill them, you go pick up the tar. So there's another one. Now this is a really basic one. But I don't know what the hell that was. That must have been a mosquito. So they will continue to kill everything that comes in. So this is my first attempt at farming lox. If you want to do it this way, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, but you're only getting 2 lox every 3 days or something ridiculous. And when you start getting to lox pie and all the things that you need, you really need a better system. So there's our last and final wolf one. Now we have to go to our other biome, our other world, and I'll show you how to make an automatic lox farm. Now that is a whole different ball game to what we've been doing so far. So let's go over there and let's have a look at that. Alright, here we are at my best creation. It's a terrible day, it's all foggy, but basically if you look around you'll see lox everywhere and they're all mine. So basically I have been working on filling out the whole of this island will one day be mine. So just like in Braveheart when the Irish dude says it's my island, these are all my lox. So basically we've got to a point now where they are breeding by themselves. They're constantly breeding out of the main breeder, and I'm also starting to set up a farm. They're protecting everything. I'm feeding them every time I come here. I also can set up my barley. I've got that set up here inside. I've got my barley farm here that whenever I come here, I can do the farming. The farming will take 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes it takes to do the farming, I will have another baby. Okay, lox, Throw everything that you've learnt from your chickens and your pigs and your wolves out the window. These things are a total different nightmare. Now first thing you need to do is make sure that they're 20 meters above the ground, otherwise they won't breed. So they also walk on top of each other. They also destroy their whole structure if you let them. Now we're looking at a lox bum there. So we've got one here, and then this side, if they turn, they have two exits there. There's a new baby that just arrived. They've got this one, so we're looking at a bum there. We also have the two on this side. Now, I had to build this in the middle because the structure just kept failing. So I'm not using it out of steel. I did everything just out of core wood. It's more than difficult to make sure that you can get up high enough. Now this is very important, particularly before you have any babies. So this used to be fully enclosed so that even the mosquitoes couldn't see me if I was working in here. They couldn't see the calves. There's another one that just popped out. So they couldn't see anything because this goes up 7 meters or something like that. So there's a lot of work here. There's a lot of stone. There's a lot of cool wood. There's a lot of effort that gets put into this. So let's go upstairs and show you what I've built. Alright, so here's our locks. As you can see, just by coming up now, they're standing on top of each other. Now, you nearly broke that. So if I have, I'll repair that before they break anymore, because if they break that all the way, they'll fall back down. If you can do it a different way, maybe out of stone, I don't know. Maybe if you built on top of that and did it all in stone, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, or marble. Actually, I might do that. I might try one with marble, and that should be indestructible. But you can just keep an eye on it. Make sure that everything is repaired, because they do damage. But anyway, it doesn't matter which direction that they are looking at, they're now going to have a baby, and the baby will fall off. Now if they do get stuck, but eventually over time they'll fall. Sometimes you get a baby in the middle and it'll be stuck there, but as soon as one jumps on another one, the baby will then actually get kicked off by these guys. Now like I said, there's lots to repair because they're smashing shit all the time. And if I can try to get through. Alright, so now we're on top. Let's just keep an eye on everything, repair everything while we're here. Geez, they do some damage. If you can do it out of steel, much better. I've just done it all out of core wood. But you can look, everything is super red because we're so high off the ground. Anyway, let's have a look at why is it open. The reason why it's open is that the lock's eyesight is not where their eyes are. The lock's eyesight is actually 15 meters above them. If they don't see food, they won't breed. Yep. So as long as they've got some space above them, they can look out 15 meters ahead, and they can look out onto the plain and they can see food up there. Okay, crazy system, but that's what it is. But you've got to protect them, because if a death mosquito gets in here, they just go crazy and they destroy everything and they all fall down to the ground. So it took me about 4 or 5 goes to get it before they could even not be seen. So you've got to build this high enough so that when they're on top of each other, they don't get out. And while they're standing on top of each other, they don't get seen by the mosquitoes. Now the mosquitoes are not an issue to me at the moment because there's so many locks outside that they attack them first. So they can't see my locks in here, but initially it is a problem. So you've got to be aware of it and you've got to make sure that they can't be seen because they will destroy everything here. Okay, and that's basically it. Well, there's another baby. Where did that baby go? Or was that just a bit of love making? Yeah, I could eat something. So how many we got in here? 1. Alright. Now that's another thing. I opened this up because sometimes this glitched out. It still wasn't high enough. And if you had 4 babies down here, they wouldn't breed until one of them turned into a big one. Okay? But if you leave them, open up one side of your wall here, they actually run out themselves. So it's almost like a perpetual baby machine, basically. That's what it is. Alright, so that one just ran out, which means that there will be another one. As long as they've got food, they will just keep doing it. Now you can push them out, okay, if you're so inclined, but generally they want to get out by themselves. As you can see, he was running in the corner before. Have they always had green eyes, the babies? Maybe. Alright, so here they go. They actually want to get away from here. They want to go out there for some reason, which is always the way. As soon as you have an animal in Valheim, they will always go the opposite way. So let's push this big dude out the way and let's get them all going. Alright, so we've got 2 out and they want to. And so, this dude wants to keep coming in for some reason, just to block everything up. Anyway, I could open up that if I wanted to. But anyway, there we go. So there is a lot of challenges with the Locks farm. Maybe marble, maybe steel. If you made this all out of steel and made it, I don't know how much iron you'd have to put into that. But anyway, that's kind of what you're looking at. So that's the end of the video. We've got the Hilda update came out last month, I think. I haven't really looked at that yet. I'm still waiting to see what they're going to do with the Ashlands, what they're going to continue doing. I've already set up bases in the Ashland. I've already set up bases in the north region, or whatever it's called, ice region. So as soon as these things come out, I should have a base there automatically. Alright guys, if you find that informational, please leave a comment and a like, and we will catch you in the next one. See you later.